How y'all feeling today? How your pH? Hi, it's your girl Raven with pH Balance Podcast, and today we are back with our second episode. Welcome you guys to pH Balance Podcast. If this is your first time tuning in to pH Balance, I just want to welcome you and let you know that pH Balance is all about keeping your peace and happiness balanced, because that's what life is all about. So my name is Raven, and today we're going to be discussing the topic of believing in yourself and setting goals and letting those little doubts of fear in the back of your mind not stop you from doing what you are meant to do or what you have planned for yourself to do. I'm passionate about this because I'll give you guys a little backstory. I started pH Balance back in 2019. One day I was in esthetician school and I had this thought come up in my head. I was like, you know what? I want to start a podcast and I'm going to call it pH Balance. And I didn't know what pH Balance meant to me back then. All I knew was that I wanted to call my podcast pH Balance Podcast. So I remember I was in class. I didn't have anything written down. I just knew I wanted to start a podcast and its name was going to be pH Balance Podcast. So I went to a couple girls in my class at my esthetician school. I didn't know these girls long at all. I just liked them. They were good people. Shout out to Ashby and Brittany. So I went to them and I was like, hey, y'all, I want to do a podcast. Y'all want to do it with me? I like both of them. They were intelligent, beautiful women. We all look different. And I thought it would give a variety of, different people's perspectives. They were like, yeah. So make a long story short, we started recording a couple, but we just couldn't get it together. It fell through with them. So I went to a couple of my friends and I was like, hey guys, let's do pH Balance Podcast together. Make a long story short, it didn't work out, right? So here we are years later, and pH Balance Podcast never left my heart. It was a passion of mine, and I knew that it was something that I wanted to do. Self-reflecting, I look back at my life then. I was going through so much in my life. Like at the time, my daughter's father had stage 4 lung disease. I had been with him for 14 years of my life. At the time, I was starting businesses. Some of them worked, some of them didn't. Some of them fell through. You know what I'm saying? It was just, I had so much insecurity back then. I was suffering from depression. I had anxiety. All of these things I was going through, and I was going through them alone. When I look back at my life then and I look at it now, I realize that it wasn't my time to do it back then. It wasn't for me to do it with those people. Not saying that they weren't great people, but it didn't happen like that because that wasn't what God wanted for me. Not only God, it wasn't what was meant for me, period. So here I am years later and I'm starting this back up. It's something that was a passion of mine. It's something that I knew that I wanted to start. And I knew that I needed to believe in myself. All those little voices in my mind telling me, oh, nobody's going to like it. Nobody's going to support you. Are they even going to listen to you? You can't worry about that. You cannot. If you allow those doubts, feelings, insecurity hold you back from doing something that you really want to do, you will always be stuck. You're gonna be stuck if you don't believe in yourself. It's millions of people in this world. It's some people that's gonna rock with you, and there's some people that's not gonna rock with you. Are you gonna let the people that don't rock with you stop you from getting to the people that are gonna rock with you, that are gonna listen to you, that are gonna find the message that you're trying to give out to people? Because like I said, at the time, I was going through so much. And when I did self-reflected about what did pH Balance mean to me back then and what it means to me now, I didn't even know. I didn't even know what it meant or what it stood for, but when I self-reflected and when I could tell people what it means now, I can say it with confidence. At the time, I think it just meant like a woman's pH and, you just want to keep yourself smelling good, feeling good. But when I look back, it does relate to a woman's pH. And when our pH is off, our life is off. We don't smell good. We don't feel good. We need to go to the doctor. We just have to take this medicine for how many days and make sure we eating our food with it. It's so much stuff that goes into keeping your pH balance, right? So when I thought about it and I said, your life, keeping your peace and happiness balanced. So many things in life throw our peace and happiness off. Whether it's our job, whether it's our relationships. There's so many different relationships that people have. Our mate, our family, our children, our coworkers, like so many things. Our health. It's a struggle just for me to get up and go to the gym in the morning. Sometimes I just don't feel like it. The food that we're eating, like so many things in life can throw even the self-doubt in the back of your mind sometimes can throw your peace and happiness off. As women, we wake up sometimes and we just like, ugh. We have so many different hormones. Everything in life throws our peace and happiness off. And we're all trying to navigate this life, this circle of life that keeps going no matter what. And it's all about learning how to keep it balanced because it's gonna get thrown off. That's inevitable. Like our happiness, some days like we're gonna be happy, some days we're gonna be sad, some days we're going to be angry. And when I thought about that, I'm like, you know what? God gave us these feelings for a reason. If we weren't supposed to be happy, sad, angry, disappointed, all of these feelings and emotions that we experience, God gave them to us. But that doesn't mean we stay stuck there, So we have to learn that these feelings and emotions that throw our peace and happiness off, they're a part of life. So we have to just work on getting it back balanced. I think sometimes a lot of people go through depression because they're sad in that moment or they're going through something in that moment. And they feel like at this time they can't get out of it. I remember, I'm a Beyonce fan. So I remember on Beyonce's album when she was talking to her mom and her mom was going through her divorce at the time. And she was like, it doesn't mean you get stuck there. You go through it. So you get through those tough times. You get through the sad times. You get through the hard times because that's what life is about. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're sad, sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, sometimes you're high. That's what life is about. So when you're feeling sad, just know, or you're depressed or you have anxiety, you have to work through that to get your peace and happiness back to where you want it to be. So I wanted to start pH Balance to talk about everything in life, everything. Sometimes we're going to talk about some crazy stuff. Sometimes we're going to talk about happy stuff, sad stuff, because guess what? All of those emotions are a part of life. I can sit up here and have one topic, but that's not covering everything that we go through in life. That's only covering a part of it. Sex, religion, grief, depression, happiness, the food we eat, all of those things will be discussed on pH Balance Podcast because guess what? That is the circle of life. I want to talk to anybody. Anybody can give their story. Everybody has a testimony. I have a testimony that I can tell y'all something. I've been through a lot. At 34 years of age, I've been through some stuff that I can tell y'all about. No, I don't know everything. And yes, sometimes I do think I know everything, but I don't know everything. To have guests come and sit with me and share their experiences, that's what I want. I want you to come and share your experiences with me. I want to celebrate you when you're doing something big in the community. You're starting a business. You might be a singer, whatever. If that's something that keeps your peace, that's something you're passionate about, go after that. Don't give up on yourself. Go after your goals. It might take you 1, it might take you 2 to 3. Like in my case, it took me 5 years to get pH balance. Here we are, November 2024. I started this in 2019. It didn't go anywhere. It was in limbo for years. But that don't mean you give up on yourself. It does not mean that you don't do something that you're truly passionate about. I talk all the time. why wouldn't I start a podcast? Why wouldn't I love this. I love sharing my story with people. I'm crazy a lot of times. Like, I'm literally crazy. Like, I'm crazy. I'm emotional. I'm a crazy mom. I'm a sister. I'm a daughter. I'm a friend. I get angry. I get happy. I get sad. I gain weight. I lose weight. I eat good. Sometimes I eat bad. Sometimes I'm just a human. We all are humans. Everybody on this earth. We're all trying to navigate life. We're all trying to keep our peace and happiness balanced. So I just want to motivate y'all. I just want you to inspire me. You learn from me. I learn from you. I love feedback. I love criticism. If you think, girl, you don't know what you're talking about, let me know. I'm fine with that. I had a lady comment on a video when I was promoting my stuff, like, girl, you got what you recording on? The iPhone? No, what did she say? Android? And back then, my younger days, that would have irritated my spirit. I was like, girl, but you can't let stuff like that bother you. I said, girl, we working on it, because this is all a learning process. I'm working on getting this together. I'm working on making sure my videos look good. In time, you get better, you grow, you learn. And that's what life is all about. Don't beat yourself up if you feel like you aren't where you need to be in life, because it's not over. It's not over. You still here. If you can go, you still got air in your lungs and you still got time. You still have time. Don't beat yourself up. Live for today. Live for that moment. Live for those seconds. You don't know when it's gonna be over. So enjoy the moment. Enjoy this getting to know me. Y'all comment. Let me know what you want to talk about. Let me know what inspires you. And my message for today is to don't give up on yourself. When you have dreams or goals, whether it's, I didn't finish school, I want to go back to college and get my degree in something. Don't give up on that. Don't let nobody stop you. And don't beat yourself up if today isn't the time to get it done. It might be next year, the year after that, the year after that. It could be you might have to wait until your kids graduate from school because you're only by yourself. And once you get your kids off, you're like, you know what? I'm going to go back and do this. That's okay. Do it. Do it for you. When nobody is around clapping for you, you clap for you. When you start feeling doubt and fear, pray about it. Talk to somebody. Sometimes you don't need a bunch of people. You might just need one person to speak life into you. Speak life into yourself. Get up, get you a journal. I just started journaling. So in the morning, I might write down my goals for the day, what I want to accomplish. Write down your goals and just start checking them off. Every day, start checking. That's what I started doing. Let's say in the morning, I know I want to go work out. So I'll say, I want to go work out. I'm going to come home, cook my breakfast. I'm going to start writing the paper. I know I need to edit this video. I check it off. So I know I've accomplished the things that I need to accomplish for the day. Surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with people that actually like you. That's important. Don't be around people that don't like you. Pray to God to remove any negative energy, negative spirits. Pray to God for you to believe in yourself. I don't know if you believe in God. No judgment here. It's up to you. But believe in you. Don't give up on your goals. Set them, accomplish them, execute them, whatever, and work on loving you first. That's the first step in bettering you as a person. Work on loving you. Work on being okay with where you are in life. No, you might not drive the fanciest car. You might not live in the biggest house. You might not have the most money, but you might have somewhere to stay. Whether it's you staying at your friend's house, you got somewhere to be. You have somewhere. Be thankful for that. Yourself to other people because you don't know what they did or how they had to get there. So I just wanted to leave you guys with a little bit of encouragement today. I wanted to tell you, don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on yourself. Bet on yourself. You don't have to be in a rat race to try to get to, because everybody else doing something, you want to do it. You don't have to try to be anything you don't want to be. But if you have goals and you have dreams and you have things that you wish to accomplish, by all means, do it. It might take 1 year, it might take 2 years, it might take 10 years, but do it. Here I am 5 years later, and pH Balance is just now popping off, and it still ain't where it need to be. I probably only got 50 subscribers right now, but I'm okay with that because it's a process. Everything takes time. Nothing in life is easy. It takes time. If it's worth something, I believe. It's my opinion. Somebody else might say something different. But when you work hard for something, in the Bible it says faith without works is dead. So I believe, some people, sometimes it happens like that. Somebody just starts something, everybody just like it, But if you have something that you're passionate about and you really want it to work, you got to put that work in. You can't just be like, oh God, just let the people just like my stuff. I mean, it might work out for you. But if you keep working, you keep pushing stuff out there, you keep making people believe in you, you keep believing in yourself, eventually it'll pop off, it'll work. So I just want to leave you guys with that gem. If you like pH Balance Podcast so far, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that button down below. And make sure you share with a friend. You might have a friend that has something going on right now and they want to do something, but they're just scared. They have these little doubts in their heart and their mind, and they just don't know how to get it started. So, send them a little word of encouragement. And again, comment below in the comment section if you're watching on YouTube. If you are listening on one of the streaming sites, then make sure you guys follow me on IG at phbalance_podcast and DM me if you have a story, if you want to come on here and promote your business, you have some encouraging words that you want to say to people, you got a message you want to get out, please hit me up by any of the social sites, and I love to hear feedback. Any feedback is good feedback. I take the negatives too. So thank you for watching pH Balance Podcast, and we're out.